At first, we were only projecting a certain amount of savings with an ROI of 2.8 years, but when in fact, we got the ROI within 2.9 months. And it was really, really incredible. Hello, my name is Anthony Fallon. I am a building manager here in New York City for the past 18 years and former vice president of the Emerald Guild Society, an early adopter of Parity. I heard about Parity one night at a Hibernian meeting. It's a group of building managers, industry professionals in the buildings. I met with Robert Post and he told me about the idea and I was somewhat skeptical. But you know, with my computer science background and engineering background, everything made sense theoretically. But I took one of the risks in one of the first buildings, mega high-rise buildings, and it paid off.
You mentioned that you have a computer science background. How did that help you when you were evaluating Parity?
Once I heard that this was a software overlay, it gave me a little bit more reassurance that they weren't taking full control of the system initially, and that we could work on the BACnet platform to talk to different systems. It was great because our current BMS provider was also a bit skeptical, but as it turns out, they've formed a very good relationship and we're able to really create a win in terms of saving our shareholders money.
What were the deciding factors in working with Parity?
It was the case studies that sealed the deal, not just the guaranteed savings. And that's why I'm here talking to you today. It was presentation, implementation, and savings. Everything that was promised was delivered on. Where other companies just provide projections, numbers, spreadsheets, Parity provided a guarantee. And I can see why they provided a guarantee. Because other people took risks, I took risks, and they were proven to be real HVAC optimization savings. At first, we were only projecting a certain amount of savings with an ROI of 2.8 years, but when in fact, we got the ROI within 2.9 months. And it was really, really incredible. We blew every number possible.
Would you recommend Parity to other buildings?
You know, some people don't take risks. I've been known to take risks in my life. And this risk, out of all the risks I think I've ever taken, has really propelled me in this industry. By analyzing the numbers, speaking with James, Robert and his team, it has made me look like a superstar. And other colleagues in my industry have used it and it's proven to them also. So with that, maybe consider using Parity.
You've worked at different buildings with different mechanical systems and Parity has been there by your side. How has that experience changed in each of the buildings?
Whether you have a building with a boiler plant, a chiller plant, heat pump, cooling towers, this system really applies to all of those types of buildings. The savings are still there, they're still guaranteed. It doesn't matter what type of building you have, whether you have something with chillers, heat pumps, cooling towers, HVAC optimization and the AI technologies can always find a way to optimize your building.
What results have you seen from working with Parity?
Parity really exceeded our expectations when it came to the ROI. In a lot of buildings, it's a no-brainer. If you get your ROI within 3 years, 2.8 years, you're going to go for that. You're going to do that HVAC optimization project. But they didn't just do that. They guaranteed it, they exceeded it, and went above and beyond. There has been many proven results from working with Parity, both observations from myself in previous buildings and also in some colleagues' buildings. It's not just me telling you it worked for me. I have a lot of colleagues in the industry and it's worked very well for others also. So if you had any reservations about Parity, don't speak to me, speak to colleagues. See for yourself that it is a true winner for you and your shareholders.